Winston? Winston? Come back with that leg of lamb.
This week, Queen Elizabeth celebrates her 95th birthday. How will Her Majesty celebrate? Probably not like you would think. April 21st, the Queen will be 95 years young, and this year she celebrates her birthday without Prince Philip at her side. He's been with her for 73 years. It's going to be a sad birthday for the Queen this year. She'll be celebrating her actual birthday at Windsor Castle like she usually does. And I say actual birthday because the Queen has two birthdays. An actual birthday, which is April the 21st, and then an official birthday, which is always the second Saturday in June. The tradition for monarchs to have two birthdays dates back to King George II in 1748, and his birthday was in November. So he decided it's too cold for people to come out and celebrate with me. So he decided to move his birthday, his official birthday, to the second Saturday in June, when everybody could come out, when it was nice and warm and sunny in England. And then he put on a military display as well, that then became known as Troop in the Colour, the Queen's birthday parade, or back then, the King's birthday parade. And the official tradition of the birthday parade continues today, the official birthday in June. The royal family go out onto the balcony and wave, and you get the fly past. It's just an amazing celebration. I've been asked many times how the Queen celebrates her birthday every year. And does she have a huge party with lots of music, good food and dancing? Apart from a 90th birthday, where the whole country just sort of paid tribute to the Queen, she doesn't. It's a quiet weekend at Windsor Castle, and that's what it'll be this year. Just the family popping in, maybe for a slice of chocolate cake, or picking up the phone, giving her a call and seeing if the Queen's okay. That doesn't mean she doesn't have a birthday cake. She does, a chocolate cake. The Queen loves chocolate, and every year it's the same cake, the same recipe, the Queen's birthday chocolate cake. The Queen enjoys the same recipe every year, and it's the chocolate birthday cake that was actually the recipe of her grandmother, Queen Mary. I spent 11 years rattling pans in the royal kitchens, and I can't tell you how many times I made the chocolate birthday cake, twice a year. Gabriella Schumi, who was chef to Queen Mary, wrote in his cookbook, Royal Chef, in 1954, Queen Mary's favourite chocolate cake recipe, and it's the same recipe that I used while I was at the palace. Passed down from Queen's Chef to King's Chef to Queen's Chef. A light chocolate genoise sponge layered with creamy dark chocolate ganache and then enrobed in even more chocolate. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. The birthday cake was always made a little bit larger than the standard cakes, and it was sent up to the Queen, and she'd take a little slice for her birthday, and very disciplined, it would go back to the kitchen, and then the next day it would go up again and another slice, and the next day another slice. After that, it was sent back down to the kitchen and then sliced and sent into the staff dining room. Nothing was ever wasted at Buckingham Palace. Here's how I made the cake. I start off whisking egg yolks, whole eggs and sugar in a bowl. The full recipe is in the description below, so you can make it too. Once combined, the bowl goes over a pan of boiling water until hot, but be careful not to make scrambled eggs. Then onto the mixer and whisk until they double in volume. This part is important. You can see how the eggs change colour when they're ready, and they leave a trail on the top. This is called the ribbon stage. Next, melt the butter and whisk the flour and cocoa together. Then sieve them so that there are no lumps. The butter goes into the egg mix first, followed by the cocoa and then the flour. Fold everything together quickly, but carefully until combined. We don't want to knock all the air out of the mix. This stage is called cutting and folding the mix. Pour the mix into a prepared cake tin that's been lined with parchment and dusted with flour, and then into the oven. While the cake's cooking, we make the filling. Chocolate ganache. Melt the chocolate, boil the cream, and whisk together until smooth. And then refrigerate. Once the cake comes out of the oven, let it rest in a tin for at least 5 minutes. It should be firm on top and spring back when pressed. Next, invert the cake onto a wire rack. Carefully remove the tin to cool completely. And don't forget to remove the parchment paper. Once the cake's cold, it's time to slice and fill. The ganache chocolate filling should have set up enough to spread. If it's too firm, zap in the microwave for about 10 seconds. Slice the cake into 3 layers. I always slice towards the center of the cake by keep turning it as I slice. That stops the outside of the cake from breaking. Carefully spread the ganache, the set ganache, over the 2 bottom layers and sandwich together. Once you've built the cake, then put it onto a wire rack. Make more chocolate ganache. This time, don't refrigerate it because we're going to ladle this over the cake. Make sure you cover all the sides too. Refrigerate the leftover ganache and use that to decorate the cake. Simply decorated, no candles, only have a happy birthday written on the top, and then sent up to the Queen on her birthday for afternoon tea. I do think this year though, the Queen will have many visitors, many family members just dropping by at Windsor Castle just to wish her a happy birthday and maybe get a slice of birthday cake, especially this year. Happy birthday, Your Majesty.